fast. Thanks, face with tears of joy.
party up, we about to get it on. Let me see you. 1, 2 step. I love it when you 1, 2 step. Everybody 1, 2 step. We about to get it on. Outrageous, so contagious, make you crave it. I'm so party top charted ever since the day I started. Struck my stuff and yes I flaunt it. Good as make the boys jump on it. No, I can't control myself. Now let me do my 1, 2 step. Wild it, don't stop it. Everybody get on the floor. Break the party up. We about to get it on.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Joe Rogan. You know, I love Joe Rogan, not just because I've been a fan of his podcast basically since, the early days, but just because, in my view, Joe Rogan's like the perfect embodiment of the regular dude. He's just a metaphor. I obviously live in my own little bubble here, and sometimes I lose track with how, more apolitical people are feeling about certain issues or, where they're tracking. And so where do I go to get that information? Where do I go to get a perfect insight, a view into exactly that? I go straight to the Joe Rogan experience. And it's taken some time for Joe Rogan to see the light. Throughout the first 4 years of the Trump administration and the 4 years of Joe Biden's administration, there really wasn't that much movement. Joe was still the same Bernie bro. But really, in the last, let's call it 6 to 8 months, it's all moved so fast. It's been, let's call it exponential growth. And now it seems as though Rogan sees it. He gets it. The gaslighting from these out-of-touch, elitist freaks has reached astronomical levels. And the regular Joes are finally waking up to just how much they're being lied to. I got a great Joe Rogan highlight here where he absolutely obliterates Bernie Sanders, the Soros family, and the corrupt media. Senator Sanders recently made some nonsense comment about Trump trying to silence independent media, and Joe Rogan wasn't having it at all. The political evolution of Joe Rogan continues. Let's continue to do what we've been doing. Let's continue to track it. Let me show you guys exactly what I got for you. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so here's the clip that's currently bouncing around the internet. Take a look at this.
It's amazing to watch all these left-wing people suddenly. Bernie Sanders making a post about how Donald Trump is trying to silence independent media was the wildest gaslighting I think I've ever seen from a politician. Independent media? You mean CBS? You mean CBS that edited that Kamala Harris interview to make it look like she had a really good point?
100%. And then I don't know if you caught Alex Soros reposting this claim that basically you have an unelected cabal wielding power. I mean,
that's you.
Yeah,
that's you, Alex. That's your dad. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a very, very strange historical moment.
Also, it's like you haven't addressed any of the exposed corruption. All you're talking about is the horrors of dismantling this amazing organization. What about all that they've uncovered? There's not even a counter argument. Like, no, we need to fund gender fluid dance in Kentucky. like, what are you talking about? We need $200 million for Starbucks Keurig cups. What?
Exactly like I said earlier, Joe Rogan is the perfect metaphor for the political shift that is happening right now. People are waking up like never before. In the past, I think a lot of people were naive to the rhetoric that was coming out of characters like Bernie Sanders and others. They still had faith and trust in the system, but nowadays, the gaslighting has just gone too far, and it's reaching a breaking point. The Democrat Party is just in the gutter, and it's their own doing. People are finally realizing just how deep the rot goes.
I don't know if you saw this, but Elizabeth Warren got confronted, and it's on Twitter this morning. She got confronted about the amount of money that she's received from pharmaceutical drug companies. She said she's never received any money from pharmaceutical drug companies and never received any monies from any PACs. And then, of course, underneath it, Community Notes strikes again. And, of course, she received millions.
Yeah.
She's a liar.
Well, and it's an arms race. How can pharma cloak the money that it's giving so that there's plausible deniability at the point that Elizabeth Warren is confronted or Bernie Sanders?
Bernie Sanders was hilarious. Only 1.5 billion. Only 1.5 million out of 200 million. Only 1.5.
Yep, that's what I saw as well.
Trying to say nothing. Only the hardworking people in this country gave me money.
Well, I don't think the Democrats understand that it's over.
They've been totally and utterly exposed to the regular Joe. They lost control of X. Social media has totally taken over. We are the media now. CNN, MSNBC, and these outlets can no longer control the narrative. And slowly...
Break free with the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control. With a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and
Slowly, regular people are waking up and realizing that they've been gaslit and lied to. Bernie Sanders was supposed to be the good one, right? The uncorruptible socialist. But what kind of socialist has multiple multi-million-dollar properties? How is Bernie Sanders the good one when he's defending the government propping up big mainstream sources as he attempts to craft this narrative that Donald Trump is attacking independent media? Does he even freaking know what independent media is? You know, Bernie Sanders has always gotten away with this image that he's painted for himself, but it's never been accurate. He's not just an honest old man. He's a narrative builder like the rest of them. He's a propagandist like the rest of these leftoids. I mean, look at the rhetoric that he spewed for years about Donald Trump's tax cuts going only to the rich and the wealthy and the billionaire class. That's objective fake news, but he spewed it forever because the narrative of demonizing billionaires was more important to him than actually telling the truth. You know, the lies or the compiling of lies, the contradictions have started to stack so much that people have woken up and people jumped ship. And Joe Rogan's the embodiment of that. And obviously the left couldn't see it. They couldn't see over the last 5-6 years that they were slowly losing grip, how important it was for them to keep people like Joe Rogan. No, instead they demonized him. They smeared him as alt-right. He's a Nazi. Why do you think Kamala Harris didn't go on his show? Because all the young staffers working for her kept telling her in her ear that Joe Rogan's an unacceptable, deplorable human being. And slowly but surely they pushed him away. I mean, to put it into real, clear perspective, Rogan back then, 8-9 years ago, was super progressive. He even endorsed Bernie Sanders. He was openly supportive of democratic socialism and basically gave Bernie Sanders his platform when he wouldn't do the same for Joe Biden, Donald Trump, or other politicians back then.
I've never voted right-wing in my life. Hello, Bernie.
How are you, Joe?
Wonderful. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I like Tulsi and I like Bernie. That's it.
Oh, yeah?
I think I'll probably vote for Bernie. I think he's looking out for the interests of the working people. And I think he wants people to have a better life and do better. And I'm all for that.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, we went through the 4 years of the sleepy Biden administration, where not much interesting was happening. I think a good way that we could describe the Biden administration was very hands-off, an inactive approach, and I think that's what led to most of the disaster. Well, we went from geriatric inaction to non-stop action. I mean, it just doesn't freaking stop. You know, sure, we've been focused on this USAID thing lately, but I guess we're just getting started, as Elon Musk just announced that the IRS is next. I guess you could say the IRS is about to get a taste of its own medicine, as Elon Musk just put out a poll on X asking whether or not the IRS should be audited. And of course, the response was a massive, overwhelming yes. Things are happening and things are moving at breakneck speed in this administration, a far cry from what we saw previous. Let's try to keep up, shall we? We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so take a look. Here's the poll. And of course, a lot of people are just dismissing the poll, saying, it's not a big deal. Elon Musk is probably just trolling like he usually is. But I'm not so sure that's the appropriate reaction, because if there's one thing we know about Elon Musk, it's that when he drops a poll, he's not just asking for fun. He's about to make it happen. I mean, we all remember when he asked his ex-audience whether he should bring Donald Trump back to the platform or not, and now look where that led us. Elon went from dismissive of Donald Trump to tweeting stuff like this. Quote, I love real Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. So yes, this is serious. This is a serious inquiry. Elon Musk is trying to gauge the sentiment here, and it seems as though the answer is an overwhelming yes. People want to see this happen. And why shouldn't they? The IRS has become a joke. Simply another bloated agency that's wasting taxpayer money and even now being weaponized against its own citizens. That was the clear mandate under the Joe Biden administration when he added 87,000 new agents to the Bureau. In my view, it'd be insane not to audit the IRS. If anything, this is the best opportunity in decades to put these clowns under the microscope and finally trim the Washington beast down. And you know, there's a lot to look at here. Some people like to oversimplify things. Why would you need to audit the IRS? Why even bother looking behind the curtain? All they're doing is collecting tax monies. But of course, it's never that simple now, is it? No, of course not. The IRS isn't just robbing you blind.
What if you earned airline miles on your everyday spending? That next trip is closer than you think.
See what 911 GT3 RS in VR says, bro, looks amazing on your one, bro. Test this shit out now, bro. 700 HP only though, bro. No swap yet, lol. You nice, bro.
A New York judge has blocked Elon Musk, Doge staffers, and Trump's political appointees from accessing the Treasury's database. And there are now Democrats who are definitely unhinged calling for these Doge staffers to be arrested. We're going to talk about these stories and more in this video, but let's start here.
In the past week, Elon Musk and his so-called Department of Government Efficiency have accessed the personal private information of tens of millions of Americans and sensitive data about public and private entities, social security numbers, addresses, tax returns, and more. This unelected group, led by the world's richest man, is not authorized to have this information, and they explicitly sought this unauthorized access to illegally block payments that millions of Americans rely on. Payments for health care, child care, and other essential programs. Today, Democratic attorneys general are taking action to keep Americans' personal data secure, to keep sensitive information about Americans private, and to uphold our Constitution. We have filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration for giving unauthorized individuals access to these immensely sensitive records in violation of the law. President Trump does not have the power to give our private information away to whomever he wants. And he does not have the power to cut federal spending that Congress approved, much less to do so by giving the richest man in the world the keys to all Americans' most sensitive information. As Democratic attorneys general, we are suing to stop this unprecedented and unauthorized attack and to protect your personal information. As I've said before, no one is above the law, and I will not hesitate to uphold the rule of law and protect New Yorkers. Thank you.
Okay, so before we go any further, let's understand something. Everything that came out of her mouth, at least 90% of it is a lie. And I'll give you an example. Okay, so the Doge team blocked healthcare payments, childcare payments. Can someone please show me the receipts on that? Who exactly blocked payments? Who did not receive their payments? I would love to know. I mean, please. So again, this is them blatantly lying about something, but they can get away with it because the media is not going to fact check them. We know that. That's number one. Number two, do they really have unauthorized access? They have the security clearances. Elon Musk himself has a top secret clearance. So what do you mean they are not authorized? That's the second thing. And the third thing, she's claiming that they have access to tax returns, etc., etc. Okay, so can I just ask the obvious question here? If someone was going to do a forensic audit of everything that's been going on financially within every single agency, wouldn't they have access to that information? Now, here's a little bit more details.
Not everyone is thrilled with Doge accessing U.S. government computers. This morning, a federal judge restricted Elon Musk's team from assessing a Treasury Department payment system. As you read off the top, Rich, any information downloaded must be destroyed, the judge ruled. This was a suit brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James and 17 other AGs to stop Musk. In a statement, James said, quote, "From the moment Elon Musk and his Doge employees gained unprecedented access to our personal private data, state bank accounts, details, and other sensitive information, Americans across the country have been horrified." As you mentioned, President Trump is spending the weekend in Palm Beach. He heads to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but not before, sitting down with our own Brett Baer for a Super Bowl interview that will air pregame at 3 p.m. tomorrow, Rich.
Okay, well, it's my understanding, according to the election, that Americans are actually freaking out over how much it costs to live, how much eggs are, electricity prices, gas prices, border security, education, foreign wars that never end. I don't believe they're freaking out about what Elon Musk is doing. In fact, I'm telling you guys, if the rumor becomes true, if Elon Musk runs those commercials during the Super Bowl, a lot of people are going to be thanking him, by the way. Now, here's the idea that's been suggested by Charlie Kirk that I think is mind-blowing. He says that New York judge just blocked all political appointees, including Treasury Secretary, from accessing Department of Treasury data, all based on Blue Anon conspiracy theories. Those theories couldn't be challenged because the order was ex parte, meaning Trump's lawyers weren't warned and couldn't weigh in. Only Democrat attorney generals were allowed to argue. And Elon Musk responded by saying, "This ruling is absolutely insane. How on earth are we supposed to stop fraud and waste of taxpayer money without looking at how money is spent? That's literally impossible. Something super shady is going to protect scammers." Exactly what Senator Kennedy out of Louisiana said. How are you supposed to review the spending if you can't look at the spending? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. And if the rumors are true about the Secretary of Treasury not being able to have access, ALX makes a great point. Secretary of the Treasury functions as the CFO of the U.S. government. If the CFO is denied access to spending information, how can he do his job? The people elected Donald Trump, who appointed the Secretary of Treasury to run the Treasury, not bureaucrats. That's really what's happening here. Okay, so clearly there's something else going on here. Now, they all have the ability to exercise whatever legal avenues they want to take to try to slow down President Trump's agenda, and particularly Elon Musk and the Doge team. That's fine. I'm not actually, upset about that. What I am upset at is the dangerous rhetoric they're continuing to use to describe what is happening, which obviously is not rooted in reality. And let me give you an example. Here's Scott Galloway and Kara Swisher, who I find to be some individuals who are truly Trump deranged, that at some point it makes you ask the question, do they even hear themselves?
I want to know who their names are, and I want to see Democratic governors saying, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to use the full faith and to the letter of the law to put you folks in prison. I think what you're doing is trespassing. I think this is a coup. And be clear, just because the new insurrectionist who was elected, I don't believe this is legal. And I'm going to hold the people accountable who are trespassing and a part of a coup accountable. To just sit back and say this is horrible and this is unlawful, we need to go gangster here and say, look, we are not negotiating around this stuff. This is illegal. This is a coup. This is the unlawful seizure of power. We are not going to engage in these bullshit, ridiculous arguments over, Gaza and Greenland. We are going to hold the people accountable. Here are their names. Here are their faces. And we have contacted the local authorities in where these kids live, these young adults, and we are going to hold them accountable.
Okay, so my only question to Scott Galloway would be this. What should they be held accountable to? What laws have they broken? Just because they have access to somebody's social security number or their tax returns, does that mean they have broken the law? Last time I checked, these are government employees with secret clearances. And they work for who? Elon Musk, who is a special government employee with a top secret clearance. And they are accessing this information with career-long employees in these different agencies. And ultimately, who do they all report to? The President of the United States. So please, can someone explain to me what law has been broken? Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is this. We have three branches of government. But the Democrats would lead you to believe that there's only one, and that's the executive branch, and that he's going to ruin the Constitution, and he's staging a coup. Against who exactly? Now, in addition to this entire drama over this, Elon Musk put this up on X to provide clarification about what actually is happening, because we know media and the Democratic Party, they're trying to spin this. Just
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive. A different. I'm not talking about the zealots. I'm not talking about the politicians. I just mean regular people. Can pretty much all agree on that need to be tackled, and finally someone's doing something about it. And so I'm here saying the same thing on so many different issues. It's about frickin' time. Donald Trump is doing the right thing. Women's sports is finally being saved from the insane clown show that the left essentially forced on the country through their social intimidation tactics. It's another massive achievement from the Trump administration, and what a sight to behold it was as athletes, moms, and women's sports advocates poured into the White House celebrating the end of this era of absurdity. An era of absurdity that should have never been allowed to happen in the first place. Well, finally, we got a president with the guts to actually do something about it. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Okay, so here's the story. Let's play a couple clips so you can see what actually happened.
To another executive order from President Trump
banning transgender women from competing in women's sports.
This common sense action from President Trump ends the disgusting betrayal of women and girls by the previous administration, who for years catered to radical activists who wanted biological males to be treated as women.
In a few moments, I'll sign a historic executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports. It's about time. This is a big one, right? Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women. We have a 10.
There's only one appropriate reaction after watching that video. Finally, some frickin' common sense. And of course, what do you think's happening on the left? Well, the left is melting down. But guess what? Nobody cares. The silent majority has spoken, and it turns out that despite all the meltdowns on TikTok,
if you actually cared about women's sports, you'd care about the pay discrepancy between pro male and female athletes. If you actually cared about women's sports, you'd be advocating for funding for youth and high school teams of women's and co-ed sports. You don't care about women's sports. You don't. You just want to be an on Maine.
It inherently suggests that men are always better than women. Again, the suggestion is that Michael Phelps should not have been allowed to compete in the Olympics because he was too good.
It turns out that there was never really a controversy here. There was never really even a conversation to be had. It turns out that pretty much no one was ever on board with this nonsense. Even fake news CNN ran a segment recently showing that 79% of Americans agree that biological men do not belong in female sports. Take a look at this.
Transgender female athletes in women's sports, only 18% of the country says that they should be, in fact, allowed to participate in women's sports. Compare this to the opposition. I mean, my goodness gracious, 79%.
And that's up from 62% just 4 years ago. There's always been supermajority consensus on this issue that what the Democrats are advocating for is wrong. And to be honest with you, it's probably always been above 70, 80% even. I just think now that a lot of people are more comfortable actually saying how they really feel because of the political reality that we're living through. The left is completely defeated. And it's really no wonder why. I mean, it comes back full circle. It's because of this exact crap. I mean, to be honest with you, all that I could think of right now is why and how could the Democrats ever die on this hill? How could a political party, a political faction, double down on something so blatantly stupid that would obviously eventually backfire as it alienated normal, everyday people? Well, the answer is it's the short-sightedness of the establishment leftists because they only know how to do one thing, and that's pander. And so what they've done is pander to their radical activist base, all the while ignoring the silent majority, hoping that their gaslighting campaign would be enough. It pandered to their audience, then paid celebrity activists and media organizations to make it seem as if there was a consensus on this issue. But there never wasn't. There was a fake consensus. And what a short-sighted strategy that was. You know, at the end of the day, Democrats continue to be their own worst enemy. What did they end up achieving with this ridiculous pandering scheme? If anything, all they did was push more people to Donald Trump. This clip from The Breakfast Club, I think, clearly puts that into perspective.
Not gonna get any complaints on me about that. I can't even believe that had to be signed because this has never been a thing. I totally agree with that one.
Yeah, I would say that too. I always go back to that one swimmer that as a man, the swimmer was like in 400th place. And then when she trans to a woman, was in first place. And how sad all those parents were because their daughters were training and felt like they were cheated. So yeah, I'm with this one as well.
Yeah, Leah Thomas, you're referencing.
I also do want to say, Morgan, though, this is a real nothing burger because less than 0.02% of, I think, trans, what do you call them, trans men, trans women, trans people participate in sports at an Olympic level. But one is too many.
Yeah,
there shouldn't be no men playing women's sports.
All they ended up doing was creating a ton of new Trump voters, slowly but surely as the truth started to bubble to the surface. And I mean, again, the idea that this wouldn't bubble to the surface, the idea that nobody would know, nobody would notice that women were losing their podium places and scholarships in their own sports leagues as they're getting completely BTFO'd by like 6'4" jack dudes. I mean, come on. Eventually, someone like Riley Gaines was bound to pop up.
And this visual right here, I don't even have words. There are no words to describe just how much this visual means to me. The message I received from President Trump today was that women are worthy. Women are worthy of privacy and areas of undressing. Women are worthy of safety. Women are worthy of
We're all busy. Busy taking notes and busy making notes and busy turning long-winded summaries into something a little more digestible, please. Busy closing loops and busy writing back, busy crafting.
world is on the brink of war.
Help me rebuild the Avengers.
Captain America, you don't even know what this is.
That client review was brutal.
We're gonna be underwater for weeks.
I'm already so pruny.
This is fixable. Just use Grammarly. Grammarly can look through the proposal to find what's missing. And look, Grammarly knows the audience is non-technical, so it can take out the jargon and make the benefits easier to understand.
Cool. And with Grammarly working across 500,000 apps and websites, we'll never be underwater again!
Download Grammarly for free.
Here to you and all you do, and now you're a part of me. You're the one, the only one. That's all I really need. You make me feel so good inside. I want you to love you all my life. You never fail to feel the need in me. For you set my spirit free.
Why don't you tell me no possible block. Yes, today is complicated. Now no respect my planning today. Start before all day. Complicated today.
I love how everything works inside the car. The gauge, the temperature changes. You can see it rise, fall, the clock, everything. So realistic. your car, the arrow goes up and down. I can even see that. It's crazy. Best simulator.
Yeah. C'est Last of Us 2 quel est le deuxième dépasse. On respecte tout.
going to be on for a bit. I'm a trying jonsey. Skin tone, waving hand, light skin tone. Training for Fanta, rolling on the floor laughing. Yeehaw, bro. Ha ha ha. Was just in fanfic forum late TTDC. We saw it. I was outside Bro Real TTDC. Face with tears of joy. Oh yes, bro, nice. One time together, winking face, grinning face. Points, bro. Clinking beer mugs, clinking beer mugs, clinking beer mugs. Thumbs up, light skin tone, thumbs up, light skin tone. Nice stickers. Oh la la bro. Rolling on the floor laughing GD stuff. Ha. So if you get permanent engine failure, you retire the car. Yee bro, I will use till it does what it does bro. Porsche blacklist face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Ye hair are hushed face. Mexico's best car. Bro, 100 points for me. But sound is not good in GT7. Sound could be much better. Yes, not real Turbo S sound. I do like it TBH with standard pi. It sounds bit real, but on normal road it's okay. brother in going to sleep. It's 300 hours. See you tomorrow. TTDC handshake thumbs up. Light skin tone man raising hand. Light skin tone. Bye guys, good night man raising hand. Light skin tone. You same CUTTDC brothers. I absoluting face. Thumbs up. Light skin tone man raising hand. Light skin tone melting face. One more lap I go. Here in watching. Same here, rolling one up, watching before sleeps. Respect rockers. Index pointing at the viewer. Medium light skin tone handshake. TTDC reserve nerve. Cut off would be the shit. is a great idea. TTDCO face with peeking eye. Would be a blast cruising with a group O. That would be sick. Yes, bro, in planning to go. I still have my arc plates. Driving to Germany is nothing. Only driving 5 weeks now. Oh, nice, bro. You pay for this plate. Our plates equals restricted new driver. Retarded driver, nice, bro. Yes, haha. Bastard face with tears of joy. Ha, bro. What is that, bro? New license. Yes, bro, I am. Ye bro. Okay, nice bro, enjoy. You driver 86. Do you have your own car? Thanks bro, thumbs up, okay hand. Peace out, brothers.